Vajkra. Okay, Mikred Nap Ku. Wirich, Dachjat. Vaj Matar. Mator. Torchlach Iv. Torchlach Avabdot. Torchlach Tachwipu et Vechar. Nitebcha. Matar Choch. What? Cha. Wedge. Losh. Bar. Jav. Shoch. Shor. Goed. Watmach. Edge Watmach. Wishich dit. Mamev. Lat nit goed mo. Wat mag nech witmo? Ach mitin witoch je edge patvam willow ran rog wat mag nit me. But nadev me vechitchur watcha wedge mitvet nech osh. Ach nadev mitvetchur baj mach osh wat mach chat mach wedge mach. Nadev vat osh wat vat chat vat wedge vat. Dach look off shad danid up nadev net nadev
Oui.
Provet oui bip vaj mit vechtur look osh wedge net losh shad var vat chatmach wa. Vaj mit patmaj yaj choch kara. Ach what mach pat willow nishbe lat pat willow lach da loilach what mach cha khija khime with tor de what mach cha willow. We use dozens for eggs. Jar khija dish what then what mach cha jar Lugosh
What mach
khija tera uj
ounces?
edge kol om
Ounces. Kol
kol om vad khija what pound chen what mach cha ounces. Toch ran rok what mach cha willow at chai witolchlach nich mad lotach vikrij at vikrij pa nich du mad wipongnish shov iv nugoch shen shenwit willow shenwit shikwit kaiwit kerwit kanwit vad shenwit shikwit kaiwit kenwit kanwit edge shenwit yibushcha lat losh let's do wechad edge wedge ait me khaj nik vad shikwit yishen. I what did Wijat what cha, wedge. Kaiwe yishen. Losh var jav. Kelwit yishen. Choch. Chor goed. Kanwit. Wat mag what? Wat mag cha? Wat groep nech willow? Wat mag cha? With whole glach. Loch ma keknish. Yuk me with whole glach. We're going to count planets. Okay, Patvamulo, so make sure you use the system we just talked about. Tera. What? Kotnosh. Lach. Vulkan. Verengan. Romulus. Bajor. Kardash. Rimush. Denib. Morishka. Resha. Rura Pente. Dach Chatmach Wishich. Baj Lat Chop Lotachvish Watnich. Yepep. Edge Witar.
Rigel
Scotch. Rigel Shotch. Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Terra, Wejhat. Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. Come back. Series
of best.
Wedge lot. Sedna
of best.
Ochbech. Come back.
Orcas.
Okay, edge dach. Wat mag chat with Haj Vaj? Nit chat dish with pep edge with tach. Vaj patvam lo tachvish. Javmach wishich. Dach kad vichaj. So you're going to try this on your own or in a group, in pairs, however you want to do it. I have 3 categories here. Nach, Klingon fruits and vegetables, such as epilnach, majaj. Chatdebach, Klingon animals, birchrot, milod. Or if your Klingon is not that great, you can count Star Trek characters. I assume either your Klingon or your Star Trek is good. I don't know. Any Star Trek character. So I'll give you about a minute and a half. But make sure you use this method as you say each one out loud. Move your finger when you get to 12. New finger. All right. Yuruch. Hamev Choch. Dach. Bojat. Ach. Mit Bojat dit. Watmach hot mit daja bet. Watmach chop pot mit daja. So when you give me your number of how many you counted, I want how many whole fingers and how many single ones, how many 12s and how many ones. So when we did it together, we got to chatmach, edge, par, wa. So we're going to say cha, do, wa. Do, osh, devet homu dozen. Baj, cha, do, wa. Or no, cha, do, par. Cha, do, par. Osh, chatmach, losh. Okay. Baj, chap, if. Ar.
What do var?
What do var? Edge Wat doch, wat mag cha? Wat mag shosh? Wat?
What? Don't want.
What don't what? Wat mag which? Shot do shosh? Shosh? Nook. Goed ja. Wat mag wat? Toch. Jetpack at chak betoog tachwish. Wat mag wat grap daarin? Wat moet me dat willen? Wat mag osh ngutvam x Roman numerals roar edge e wat mag wat osh e edge divit hold mu 11 word. But dag gaan rok wat mag cha pat willow lach edge mitvam vechit chur nuk osh x wat mag chat loch shep wat mag cha wat mag ja bok wat mag cha bok wedge what chad losh bat vach mach bak mat. Okay, toch we tochta. Toch ing bom. Dag we ing ma ing. Ma ing. Tlakmo. Tlakmo. Tlak roots dak. Wat mag cha met me tulu. Kara. Vaj Betoglach wat cha wedge losh. Wat mag wat mag cha. Gek wat mag wedge tulu bet. Kashka wa. Edge klingan hol willow tachvish wat mag or chat mag losh rep willow. Kan rok wat mag pat dak pat vam wichaj lok rech mu mishmoch wat mag var wedge oshmo wat mag var at wedge tak cool kat jav at losh khobe vipar at kan rok wat mag cha willow chur vaj what do losh losh osh what do losh edge chor osh what do chor vaj look doen good job. Okay goed je jam COVID goed dashuk edge ik jav rep poep shopnish COVID van vaj dungluk rep wat mag cha dajet hoor dajet ka javloch Click.
What mag zorgvloog?
So if this wasn't clear, we have a dog who has to eat exactly every 6 hours. So we're saying, which hours do we have to feed the dog? What mag cha?
When
Shoch. What mag cha? Shoch. Hara? Ned. Ach. Nick cha rep. Tormik vujmech. Chordak jachnish kovij. Vaj dungluk. Chordak da jachmoch. Chor da jach ka nishmoch. Ja. Nosh. Jav. Shor. Watmach. Watmach ja. Ja. Good job. So this time, your dog needs to go out every 2 hours. You're going to get to all the even numbers. Ach, nik vag rep, gerg pok, COVID. Gorg,
5 hours.
mag. Wat mag?
Wat mag
Goed ja, at wedjo. What? Job. What mag what?
Because 5 is no.
You can say that in Klingon in a minute. Hold on. Shot. Shot. Edgekrik. Wat mag ja? Gods mit wishitwinech. Grap waar. Grap bet cha. Javje. Grap latch. Grap borg latch mit me jingu.
George, wat mag wat?
George Wamakwa Edge or George Wamakwa
It's what?
What je Catch Sing Hol Lot Tachfish Kruj.
Dag krij et nid op Jeshwe Pu ach bo kroilach bet mo je krijg. Pot bok ga gach. Wat en mitrap lor bok ga lach chur wat mag cha mit je baj krap bet mit vet. Chatlor bok ga lach wat mag. Edge chatlor bok ga lach wat mag cha. Vaj krap bet wat mag. Wedgelor bok ga lach goed. Wedgelor bok ga lach wat mag cha. Vaj krap bet goed. Ach wat lor shochlor je nech bok ga lach shoch. Edge shochlor bok ga lach bet wat mag cha. Vaj krap shoch.
I want to summarize this in English because this is the important math concept from the talk, which is that we don't have like a word for factor or a nice way to say one number divides another. But these are the numbers that don't share any factors with 12. So 8 and 12 are both divisible by 4. 9 and 12 are both divisible by 3. 10 and 12 are both divisible by 2. But 1, 5, 7, and 11 don't share any factors with 12 other than
Means that the
1.
7-Eleven's open all night.
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, okay. Okay, dag krok dag mabom. Okay, look krok with Jafnish.
Oh.
Okay. You Claire. Klingon Utler Virchbe. Nadev Amerika Shepchit Kra Europe Dak Krok Lord Dutch Wichaj Edge Utler Vam Willow. Look. Uh-oh. Poet shot. But Outir R Tulu. R. Outir R. Sure. What? Edge. Nadev. What? Do re mi for you bim losh vach jav shoch edge you kashka you ach choch outir we kip tour kidj Doch Kidj Willow Jet Vaj Dach Outir Ar Tulu. What mach cha? Goed Vaj Cher what mach cha? Ed Lok Toch mech mu roer. Kashkat mo kashrech pin. Vaj Nadev. Edge Nadev. Edge Nadev. Vaj look Watcha wedge what mach wedge chatmach wedge look patvam roer toch ek wijat hotku var shotje krokdak krok nuk gash Vardich Shortstitch See och tur out your vam nuk och Vardich Watch out wedge losh wait no Pach watch out wedge losh Var nuk och Chai panglu Shova Right De Virgol F Goed job Jav Shoch Edge nuk och G Vaj C och tur Par F Osh Bar Edge G Osh Shoch Mot good job. Fourth and fifth Loshtich Vardich Wipong dominant subdominant joke Ach Utler Nak Dalotur Vaj Var Edge Shoch och Edge Mochku out here home mevam de Nadev Krosh Kash Krosh Bike Kosh. Anybody's birthday today? Chovet? Anybody's birthday recently? Kur. Vaj. Bomvam wibomlach edge wedge. Altir chom nech wipok. What? Kosh lidge dativ judge vach. Kosh lidge vach. Dativ judge what it? Kosh lidge dativ judge kur loshtich. Kosh lidge dativ judge edge lach bomay lao wedge out here may out here home may lo bom lao Virginia F Huda Shoshoy Juda Chides Chats down me Vaj, look, makekka. We're gonna do a little activity here. So, to show that these 3 chords are all you need to make a song, you are gonna write your own little Klingon song on here. I put some word suggestions you could use from this presentation, or you can just make up your own words. You write the lyrics and just pick any of those chords, wa, vach, losh, to right above. And then I'll perform a couple of them. Okay, so I'm going to say something to just finish up. You can work on that if you want, or you can do it later. For the Discord people, I put it somewhere in Discord, so in the chat somewhere, you can find it. Okay, Virindich wa doch nech vijach vinech Grovam grov vai Vaj Hoch out here vechit vinech wirit winech chur edge ro willow winech chur Vaj sha duch tutlu Moch Witolchlach. You don't count letters, but Witolchlach. Okay, Wamachcha. Edge. Wa Much Vishup. Wa Vishup. Par Wamachwa. Vishup. Nadev, Vachdich Kro Dak. Lur Chvam Dak. Mut Ar Vishup. Var Edge Lur Chvam Dak. Choch. Vaj Choch Autir Wishichlach. Var Choch Je Willow Mo. Vaj Chok Var Ditch Ro Roer Tlak Root Edge Poach Ku Var Choch Je Wamachcha Borich Tachvish. Rochuk. Pitch. So if you do write a song later and you want me to sing it for you, just find me. The claim is that no matter where you put the 1, 4, and 5 chords, it will sound good as a song. If you remember the presentation that I gave, I handed out these clock worksheets and said if you wanted to write a song, I would play it for you. So I got 2 of these back. I've not tried playing them yet, so we'll see how it goes. So remember, the concept here was that you could put the 3 magic chords, 1, 4, and 5 in any order, and it should make a song. So this first one is by Everett. Jack, Leviathan, Chedaj Bomech, Kalbesh, Jack, Duck, Dutak, Chuch, Chedaj, Damoj Besh. Edge chat ditch, Chour, contact Chour. Chab shosh le kruch, et lechoj dor, dach yechal nuch, Bemar, Beur, Bebade, Kuchdak, Rech Yechur, Chab Shosh Le Kruch, Betlech Witch, Ur.